How's it going, everyone? We good? Good. I'm on Jetpunk again, as you can see, and I'm about to name you, just, as you do, the top 100 music artists of all time. And that is according to none other than the Rolling Stone magazine. The quiz is by Abdul Kebabdul, which is by far and wide the greatest. Now, if there was a top 100 profile names, that would be in at number 2. We'll leave a spot for number 1. Yeah, this is the first music quiz I've ever brought to you on Jetpunk or Sporkle or any other medium. But it won't be the last, believe you me. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm pretty confident with my music knowledge, but I'm just not sure about these lists that the Rolling Stone magazine compile. Pretty sure I've had bones to pick with them in the past, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty sure they're quite soul and R&B orientated. Aretha Franklin, people like that. God rest her soul. But I'm sure there'll be lots of rock and guitar-based stuff in there as well. So only one way to find out. No idea what the time limit's going to be. Let's find out. Hopefully it's at least 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay, good. Here we go then. Let's begin. The Beatles. Number 1. Great start. Okay. I'll stay 60s for now and go Beach Boys. Number 12. Interesting. Okay. The Rolling Stones. Let's see where they put themselves. In at number 4. Amazing. Okay, the Kinks. 65. Good God. I'd put them higher. The Kinks. What about the Hollies? Okay, not in there. Controversial. Who else have we got from the 60s? Cream, one of my favourite bands, in at 67, and rightly so. Eric Clapton, well, I'll type him in as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's in there again at 55. Jimi Hendrix, in at 6. What am I doing? Forgot the Pink, I just went to type in just Floyd. Pink Floyd in at 51. Wow. Again, I'd put them higher, but that's just me. Pink Floyd. They're a 60s, but they did start in the 60s. Black Sabbath started in the late 60s, and they're in at 85. Absolute pioneers of heavy metal from my hometown of Birmingham. Pink Floyd. Well, let's go Deep Purple then. Huh? Is this guy dyslexic? I don't get it. Deep Purple, not in there, unbelievably. Led Zepp. Ellen. Come on, please say I've spelled that wrong. I have. Phew! 14, Led Zeppelin. Okay, that's a good placement, I think we'll all agree. David Bowie. In at 39. One of my absolute favourites. The Eagles. 75. They're in there, though. I'm just kind of going through my mum and dad's CD collection, really. Well, mine too, to be honest. In that case, Bob Dylan. He's got to be up there. Number 2. Wow. He's in at number 2. Bob Dylan. Didn't think it'd be that high, to be honest. Right, let's think soul, R&B, black singers. Stevie Wonder. 15, just behind Led Zeppelin. I love that. Okay, Stevie Wonder. Let's put Aretha, seeing as I said her, and she passed away last week. For those of you who are watching this in the future, that's an interesting thought. Maybe you're watching this in the far distant future, like 2100, and maybe there's been 100 more artists that could fit onto this list. I doubt it somehow. I think the best has come. I think we've exhausted most of music's avenues, if you like. But on that note, let's go later. Let's go Oasis. No. Blur. Okay, I don't think there's going to be many 90s bands here. What about Radiohead? Come on. Okay, good. They're in at 73. I think maybe like Pearl Jam? No. Nirvana, surely. In at 30, Nirvana. Okay, I'm just getting a feel for this. What about like the Smiths? No. Stone Roses. No, they're not really taking the British bands so much. Stevie. Oh yeah, let's get back to soul. Marvin Gaye. People like that. Yes, 18. Okay. James Brown. What's the other one? What's that really influential soul singer? James Brown in at 7, by the way. Sam Cooke. 16th. Yeah, very influential. So I've heard. I don't really know too much about them. So Sam Cooke's in there. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Al Stewart. No. Al Green. Yeah, sandwich between the Kinks and Cream. Is Al Green. Brilliant. I'm trying to think of singers like Dusty Springfield. No. One of the best female singers, but I think she's actually British. So Elton John. Got to be in there. 49. What about James Taylor? Yes. Just above Black Sabbath. Who am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing some huge people here. Elvis Presley. I mean, come on. Who could be 5 and 8? I really don't know. Really don't know. I don't think it's worth me really thinking like that. Okay, we've got Led Zepp. We haven't got Queen. I wonder where Queen will be. 52. Oh, God. Surely got to be higher for me. ABBA. Huh? Hang on. Agnetha, Benny, Bjorn, Thingy Bob. No, that's ridiculous. ELO. Okay. Clearly they don't regard credible songwriting here. When choosing music artists. Okay, if it's just artists. Madonna. 36. Wow. Oh my God, Michael Jackson. Surely he'll be in the top 10. No. 35th, Michael Jackson. That's astonishing. And I'm not even a massive fan compared to some. Prince. 27. How can you put Prince above Michael Jackson? That's the who compiled this? That's madness. Okay, I want to think of more black singers. Soul, R&B. What's his name? Otis Redding. I don't think you spell his name like that, actually. There it is. Otis Redding. That's the one. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Don't give up your day job, mate. Who else have we got? I don't know if there'd be any rap artists. If so, who would be in there? Eminem? Yeah, Eminem's in there. Next to James Taylor. No other. So if Eminem's in there, what about like Dr. Dre? Yeah, next to Eric Clapton. This is crazy stuff. Dr. Dre. Who else with it? NWA? No. I won't read their full name out for you. Who else have we got? I won't stay on rap too long because I really don't know. I'm no expert, so I don't know who's like the best. So I'll move on. Let's move on. What about more rock bands? AC/DC. AC/DC. Ah, they're in there. They just popped in there for some reason. AC/DC are in there. We've got 12 minutes left. Can I get 50? That would be a good target, I think. I think I can get 50. I mean, come on. Okay. How about someone like the Everly Brothers? Not in there. Is it spelled like that? Ah, good. The Everly Brothers. Carlos Santana. Yes. Stevie Ray Vaughan. One of the greatest guitarists ever. Not in there. Fair enough. Okay, Santana's in there though. That's good. Okay, I need to think along the lines of the Everly Brothers, I think. So, the Walker Brothers. No. Buddy Holly. Yeah, he's in at number 13. Little Richard. Wow, number 8. Okay, interesting. What about these old rock and roll guys like Chuck Berry? Number 5, Chuck Berry. I've almost got the top 10 now. Almost got the top 10 with Chuck Berry, the latest edition, at number 5. That's very high. He must have been a lot more influential than I thought. Okay, Buddy Guy. I don't know. No, I'm just... Okay, forget that. This is tough, man. What about, like, Creedence Clearwater Revival? No, fair enough. Prince, Nirvana, Soundgarden. I'm just gonna start naming bands now. Blondie should be in there. Blondie aren't in there. Crazy shit. Elvis Costello won't be in there, but I'm gonna type him in because I've got 10 minutes. He's in there. He's in there at 80. That's really interesting. I don't know whether many of you will have heard of him, but he's a great artist. I didn't think he'd be in there. What about Squeeze? No, that's pushing it. I guess I am leaning towards the British bands a bit too much, being a Brit myself. But they're all good bands. Let's think then. The Doors. Yeah, awesome band. 41 there. Just behind Bowie. T-Rex? No. Slade? Huh? Oh my god. I'm joking, of course, but nonetheless a great band. This is a lot of time. There might be a few silences now, I have to say. 39 guessed out of 100. Yeah, I don't know what these gaps are going to be filled with, because a lot of my favourite, who I regard as some of the best artists, aren't in here, disappointingly. So it's a matter of, I don't know, trying to think of what they would want. I mean, would the Jackson 5 be in there? What about if we put, like, John Lennon? He's in there, 38, next to Bowie. Well, Paul McCartney must be in there then. No, he's not. That's ridiculous. Or is it Mac? Unbelievable, because he's far superior songwriter. But he didn't have Imagine, so that's that. Okay. Right, female artists maybe. We've had Madonna. What about like Whitney Houston? No. Okay, I thought she was fairly highly regarded as a singer. Think again. What about like Tina Turner? She's in there. She is in there. Shaka Khan? I'm spelling that wrong, and there's no way she'll be in there anyway. Okay, Tina Turner's in there above the Kinks, Radiohead, the Eagles, and Black Sabbath. What's love got to do with it, though? Do you know what I mean? Who else is there? Come on, think, boy. Think along the lines of U2. They are in there at number 22. Okay, Coldplay. See, I would put them in there just for their earlier stuff. Trying to think of more recent bands. I really don't think, if Oasis and Blur and the like aren't in there, I mean, I can try the Arctic Monkeys. I can't think of a sort of more successful noughties band, really. No, in that case, I don't think there'll be any bands in the noughties or the teenies, as it's called, which says a lot about today's music, really, doesn't it? And I'd be interested to know if there's any more from the 90s as well, apart from Radiohead and Nirvana. But, Van Morrison. Yes, good. Classic. Van Morrison. What about Jerry Rafferty? Nope. Who's big in the States? Guns N' Roses. They're in there. 92. Metallica. Yeah, 61. Arguably 90s, but no, they were formed in the early 80s, so I'd class them as 80s really for this purpose. Okay, think American bands then. Keep along that little rich vein of form. Metallica. I mean, no. I was going to say Queens of the Stone Age. I'll try it. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's insane. I would definitely put them in there. But they're not. That's crazy, man. I mean, they're not even 90s, really. They started in the 80s again. That's a real controversial decision to leave them out. Red Hot Chili's. Foo Fighters? Nah. No. We can leave the 90s alone, I think it's safe to say. But we've got 5 minutes left. I've got 45. If I can get 50, I'll be happy, because I really don't. I can't think at the moment who I can put in there. So I'll be happy with that, I think, if I can get one a minute. No pressure. Got Marvin Gaye. We haven't got 10 or 11 here. If I can try and get some more guitarists. B.B. King's not in there. Robert Johnson. No. Arguably one of the most influential guitarists of all time, from the 1920s and 30s. Kicked off the blues scene, really. Muddy Waters was another one. Wow, he's in there at 17. That's mad. Obviously very influential. Don't know much about him. Muddy Waters. Well, I woke up this morning. He's that kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? Gee, the man just had the blues, and there's nothing anyone could have done about it. Well then. We've got Prince in there. We've got Nirvana. Come on, one a minute I need. What about Simon and Garfunkel? Yes, they're in there at 40. We've got a nice little block there forming. Simon and Garfunkel are in there. That's good. I think we've got to stay early, man. Aretha Franklin. What other female singers was there? Janis Joplin. She was pretty influential, I believe. Yes, 46. She died. She's in the 27 Club. Died young. Amy Winehouse also did, but I don't think she'll be in. No. Janis Joplin. We're talking influential here. You know, Amy Winehouse is a great singer, but not really influential because of how late she was. So we've got to go back. We've got to go back to the 60s. We've got Everly Brothers. I mean, Righteous Brothers. Man, got 2 to get. This is tough. The Who. I haven't got The Who. Awesome. 29. I'm just going to try the Zombies. No. The Who. Who else is similar to The Who? The Kinks, the Small Faces. I've got one more to get, guys, in 2 minutes. Can I do it? Can I name half of the top 100 music artists ever? Surely I can. 2 minutes. Wings, no. Shit. Steely Dan. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I'm missing out some huge ones. I've got to be. Steely Dan. Guitarists. Think guitarists. I can't think. We've got Clapton. We've got Hendrix. Oh, man. Think Mum's... Come on. Mum's CD collection. What's in there? Ian Jury and the Blockheads. That's Dad's CD collection. And it's not going to be in there as much as I'd like it to be. Oh, shit. Time's ticking now. Time is ticking. Oh, man. Bands. Think bands. Talking Heads. Yes. Oh, my God. Number 100. You couldn't write that. I've just got my 50 target with the Talking Heads. Very influential band. That's why I thought of them. What about Roxy Music? No. Okay, I got carried away there. Men at Work. Huh? Okay, I've got all excited, but I've got my target. That's brilliant. Funkadelic? No. Don't know why they popped into my head. I can kind of relax now. I've sort of done it. I don't think anyone could get all of these. 20 seconds left. Can I get one more? A cheeky little one. Elvis Costello. 10 seconds. Doobie Brothers? No. No, that's it. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. Let's have a look then. Oh my God, I forgot Bob Marley. That is just unforgivable. Oh my God, I'm looking around here and this is bad. I don't know why I was so happy. So, these are the ones I've missed. Ray Charles, fair enough. I mean, again, I don't really know how influential he is. He must be very. Bob Marley, such a fan of Bob Marley. It's ridiculous. The Velvet Underground, no, I wouldn't put them so far up, but they were very avant-garde. Bo Diddley, Bruce Springsteen, yeah, I think he's overrated, to be honest. Sorry. Jerry Lee Lewis, Fats Domino, these are all rock and roll guys who I can forgive myself for missing. The Ramones, The Clash, Johnny Cash. So I didn't think to do punk at all. The Clash, Johnny Cash, Smokey Robinson, Neil Young, Roy Orbison. Massive names who I all respect. Sly and the Family Stone, I've hardly heard of them, to be honest. Public Enemy, that's the rap band I should have got. The Byrds, Patti Smith, Run DMC, there's another one. The Band, it's Bob Dylan's band. The Allman Brothers, classic guitarist. Howlin' Wolf, don't know anything about him. Grateful Dead, yeah. Parliament, spelt it wrong. Damn, Aerosmith, the Sex Pistols. Why didn't I think to do punk? For Christ's sake. Joni Mitchell. Phil Spector, the producer. How has he made it on there? Damn. The Temptations, Jackie Wilson. The Police. Should have got the Police. Frank Zappa, Hank Williams. The Shirelles, Beastie Boys. Ridiculous that they're in there. The Stooges, Four Tops. The Drifters. Well, I typed that in, didn't I? Creedence Clearwater Revival. I don't know, maybe I didn't. Tupac, Graham Parsons, don't know who that is. Jay-Z. The Yardbirds. I'm sure I typed that in as well. Tom Petty, Booker T. 9 Inch Nails, what are they doing in there? Lynyrd Skynyrd, Diana Ross and the Supremes, yeah. R.E.M. 90s. Well, they're 80s actually. First and foremost, Curtis Mayfield, Carl Perkins. Wow. I'm kind of disappointed, but also there's so many there to remember. It's ridiculous. I got 50. Yeah. The average score is 32. Your high score is 50. This beats or equals 78.9 of the test takers, so that's not too bad. Average score being 32. Let's have a look at this. This will be interesting. So this is the percentage that people guess these people. And this could be a good reflection of how accurate the ratings are, really. I mean, Michael Jackson is the second most guessed person, and he's in at 35. Rolling Stones obviously are in the title, so more forgivable. Madonna, Nirvana, Led Zepp. Gives you an idea of who's doing this. Queen, look, should be higher. Pink Floyd as well. AC/DC. And if we go down, Chuck Berry, look, is like way down. And he's fifth in the list. If you go even further down, you've got Sam Cooke, look. Hardly anyone knows him, really. Only 20%. And then these are the ones I didn't get. So if you go right down, you got Booker T and the MGs, Parliament and Funkadelic, the Shirelles. You know, literally hardly anyone guessed those. Howlin' Wolf. And Bruce Springsteen was the biggest artist that I didn't name, along with Aerosmith, The Clash, Johnny Cash. I mean, all I will say is just because they're not as heard of doesn't mean they're as important or influential, of course. But yeah, to sum up, guys, I'm fairly pleased with my effort. You know, I'm a bit miffed that I missed out your Bob Marleys and your Neil Youngs and whatnot. But pleased about that Talking Heads guest to cap off the 50 right at the end there. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? My memory's pretty shit anyway. Hope you enjoyed that. More music quizzes to come for those of you who do like the music side of things. Interactive quizzes, ones that involve music being played and me guessing what it is. Okay? Very exciting stuff. And yeah, thanks again for sticking with me. Ta-da.